Emilli Beck, the sister of Jaysley Beck, vehemently criticizes the British Army's handling of her sibling's case, asserting a profound failure to provide adequate protection. Jaysley tragically took her own life following a series of grievous errors in the Army's investigation of an alleged sexual assault perpetrated by Battery Sergeant Major Michael Weber. The Army's response, described as shockingly inadequate by many, consisted of a mere minor administrative action against Weber, culminating in a letter of apology to Jaysley rather than the appropriate referral to civilian law enforcement. This lenient disciplinary measure, in stark contrast to the severity of the alleged crime, has fueled intense public outrage and calls for significant reform within the military justice system. The inquest into Jaysley's death, presided over by Assistant Coroner for Wiltshire and Swindon, Nicholas Rainberg, exposed systemic flaws within the Army's investigative processes. Rainberg's scathing critique highlighted a deeply troubling pattern of inadequate responses to allegations of sexual assault within the ranks. He emphasized the lack of proper support provided to Jaysley following her report, a failure that undoubtedly contributed to her despair and ultimately her sue. The coroner's report underscores a systemic culture of negligence and a disturbing prioritization of protecting the reputation of the institution over the well-being of its personnel. The Army's internal investigation, riddled with procedural shortcomings, failed to provide the necessary justice and support for Jaysley, leaving her feeling abandoned and vulnerable. The case has sparked renewed calls for an independent inquiry into the Army's handling of sexual assault allegations, demanding greater transparency and accountability. Emilli Beck's profound grief is inextricably linked to her anger and disappointment in the Army's response. She has publicly stated that she would strongly discourage other young women from enlisting, given her family's harrowing experience and the demonstrable failings of the system designed to protect them. The lack of meaningful consequences for Weber only exacerbates the sense of injustice and fuels the ongoing debate regarding the urgent need for comprehensive reform within the military's approach to sexual assault allegations. The case serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of institutional failures and the urgent necessity for a fundamental shift in the culture and practices surrounding sexual assault within the armed forces. Emilli Beck's powerful testimony and the coroner's damning report represent a critical turning point in the fight for justice and accountability within the British Army.